Hello, Flowerites. Before we move on any further, let me introduce myself. I am Dr. Shipra Srivastav. I am assistant teacher in LFS Dharampur. I am your chemistry teacher. Before starting video lectures, here I am providing ISC Chemistry Syllabus 2020-21 for class 11. Students can analyze the overall structure of the course and can prepare well with the help of this syllabus. You all are advised to have a clear understanding of the syllabus for making scheme to prepare a better strategy for your examination. There will be two papers in chemistry. Paper 1, theory, that will be of 70 marks and duration for writing the answers will be 3 hours. Paper 2 is your chemistry practical, that is of 30 marks, but it is divided for 15 marks for your laboratory work, whatever you will do in your laboratory, 10 marks for your project work, and 5 marks for your practical file. Now let's see the total weightage of your question paper. It will be of 70 marks. So how it has been divided in physical, inorganic and organic chemistry, the total 70 marks. First unit of your book will be of physical chemistry. It will have these chapters: some basic concepts of chemistry, structure of atom, classification of elements and periodicity in properties, chemical bonding and molecular structure, states of matter, gases and liquids, thermodynamics, equilibrium. Unit 2, the questions will be of 15 marks in this section: redox reactions, hydrogen, S block elements and P block elements. In organic chemistry, you have to study organic chemistry, some basic principles and techniques, hydrocarbons, environmental chemistry. The questions will be of 23 marks. So total you can see that in physical, 32 marks, inorganic 15 marks and organic 23. Total it will make 70 marks. Let's see few aims of chemistry. First, try to understand this, that everyone can and should understand basic chemistry, but it may be important for you to take a course in chemistry or even make a career out of it. It's important to understand chemistry if you are studying any of the sciences involve matter and the interactions between types of matter. Students who want to become doctors, nurses, physicists, nutritionist, geologist, pharmacist, and of course chemist all study chemistry. You might want to make a career out of chemistry because chemistry related jobs are plentiful and high paying. The importance of chemistry won't be diminished over time, so it will remain a promising career path. Dear students, to foster acquisition of knowledge and understanding of terms, concepts, facts, processes, techniques, and principles relating to the subject of chemistry. Children, do remember, whatever you are going to studying, nothing is going to be repeated in your next classes. It will be believed that you have already studied these topics and you are aware of all these topics. Class 11 chemistry is very important because after completing your plus 2 exams, you will appear in any competitive exams. And you should know that question paper will always follow the syllabus of class 11 and class 12. One more aim is to develop the ability to apply the knowledge of contents and principles of chemistry in new or unfamiliar situations. I would like to share something, whatever the present scenario is showing us. If any near or dear one has used Indigo flight, you may just confirm it, how horrible experience they must have gone through. As in flight, they maintain the cabin temperature high, around 30 degrees centigrade, and low pressure approximately 720 torr instead of 760 torr, and you have to put mask and face shield. Overall very suffocating. If someone has breathing related issues, then definitely too horrible. The only purpose to share this experience with you all that if someone or something not very urgent, then traveling may be postponed for a few months. So you all can see here I have used my chemistry to develop skills in proper handling of apparatus and chemicals. Do remember, children, whatever thing will be taught in laboratory, how to handle the apparatus, how to handle the chemicals, these things will not be taught to you again in any of your chemistry laboratory you will reach to. Let's see your brief syllabus. Your first chapter will be some basic concepts of chemistry. In this, we will study the general introduction, importance, study of matter, different laws of combining, Dalton's atomic theory, isotopic, atomic and molecular masses and numericals will be related to it, stoichiometry and calculation based on chemical reactions, normality, molality, formality, all the formulas we are going to study here in some basic concepts of chemistry. Next is structure of atom. Discovery of fundamental particles, electrons, protons, neutrons, though there are many other particles also, but still you have to study about electron, proton and neutron. Atomic number, isotopes, isobars, Thomson's model and its limitation. I hope these terms, whatever I am using, these you all are aware of it. Rutherford's experimental model and their limitations. Dual nature of matter and light, Bohr's atomic model, quantum numbers. The new topic will be shapes of s, p and d orbitals. F you will not study here, only s, p, d orbitals structure and shape we will study. Rules for filling electrons in orbitals, Aufbau principle. These principles are new for you and you will find interesting. Electronic configuration of atoms, stability of half-filled and completely filled orbitals. Third will be your classification of elements and periodicity in properties. In these, we will study about the Mendeleev's periodic law, its limitations, modern periodic law, atomic radii, ionic radii, valency, ionization enthalpy, electron gain enthalpy, electronegativity, and nomenclature of elements. Chapter 4 will deal with chemical bonding and molecular structure. In this, we will study valence electrons, ionic bond character, MOT, molecular orbital theory. This is also going to be interesting chapter for you all. States of matter, gases and liquids. In this, we will study about the different Boyle's law, Charles' law, Gay-Lussac's law, Avogadro's law, and Avogadro's number. Ideal behavior of gases, how the gases behave ideally, kinetic theory of gases, deviation from ideal behavior, van der Waals equation, and liquid state, vapor pressure, viscosity and surface tension. Sixth chapter will be on chemical thermodynamics. In this, we will study the first and second law of thermodynamics and its significance. Chapter 7, chemical and ionic equilibrium. Chapter 8, redox reaction, interesting, important and easy chapter, and this will be your very important chapter. In this, we will study the oxidation reduction, oxidation number, change in oxidation number, balancing, how to balance the reactions by using the redox addition and by using the oxidation number, how to balance the chemical reactions we will see here. Hydrogen and its compounds, hydrides, water, heavy water, hydrogen peroxide. S block elements, alkali and alkaline earth metals. If you remember your periodic table, the group 1 and 2. Group 1 is alkali metals and group 2 is alkaline earth metals. Their properties and preparation and important compounds we will study in this section. Some P block elements, Group 13 elements, their properties, preparations and important compounds we will study here, and some other important compounds of group 14 also we will study in this chapter. Next will be your organic chemistry and some basic principles and techniques we have to study here. Here we will see the classification and IUPAC nomenclature of organic compounds and isomerism, methods of purification, qualitative and quantitative analysis, electron displacement in a covalent bond, inductive effect, electromeric effect, resonance and hyperconjugation. If you will understand all these things, the chemistry will be, organic chemistry will be like this for you. Homolytic and heterolytic bond fission of a covalent bond. Hydrocarbons. In this we will study about the alkenes, alkynes and aromatic hydrocarbons. Last chapter will be your environmental chemistry. In this we will study about the different environmental pollution, air, water and soil pollution, types of pollutants, smog, acid rain, depletion and formation of ozone layer, greenhouse effect and global warming. Strategies for control of environmental pollution, how they are occurring and how we can control. This is a very important environmental study chapter, and this you will study whenever you will study any of your course. The environmental portion is definitely going to be added in your syllabus. Now, what I require during my online lectures, I must tell you here only so that you should remember it, and all the time I will not remind it, but I want it every time whenever I am taking my lectures. So number one, you should have your book whenever you are taking lectures, because it's impossible to bring all the data on PPT slides. So I'll ask you to go through your textbook sometimes. To number second, register. I want one register. If it is thick, you can segregate in 3 divisions. For one part for physical, second for inorganic and third for organic chemistry work, or it's on you, you can make 3 separate registers also. Pen, fresh mind and dedication. I know you will come with it, but still I require, it is mandatory to take my lectures. Whenever you are taking my lectures, you should be present with fresh mind and dedication. Okay. 6. Read the topics whichever lecture you are going to take. Children, whatever I am going to teach in my next lecture, definitely I'll tell you that what I am going to teach, and I request you and I order you also, just read the topic and then come to take the lectures. What will happen? This will help you to understand whatever I am teaching, and you will be able to raise your problem if you don't understand any point. Number 7, after open book and read again after taking lectures. After listening lectures, read the topic again and highlight the main points. That will help you when you will do your revision work. At that time, you won't have to go through the every word of the book. Do solve all the questions given after the topic. Though I will ask you, but it should be your duty to solve all the questions which is given after all the topics. And you should know that reading is essential for those who seek to rise above the ordinary. So every time I will suggest you that you should always read your book. That will take you to the mastery of the subject. Children, in my next lecture, I will start chapter 1, some basic concepts of chemistry. So I like you all to read the basics, few points, and then come to take the lectures. Thank you.